So let's talk about DateTime formatting in WPF. Oftentimes we need to format date the way it appears on the screen on display. So here I have made a sample app just to use as a reference. We're gonna base our new project on this one. All right, so in this solution I have two projects. One, the one I just showed you down here, and this one is the blank one. Okay, there's nothing here. So first thing I'm going to need to do is create a class that I'm going to use for data binding. And let's create a public class. I'm going to name this my DateTime class. You can name it anything you want. And this is only going to have a single property, type of DateTime, and I'm going to call this DT, short for DateTime. And I'm going to initialize this to DateTime now. Okay, so this is going to pull the current date and time from the system. All right, so that's all done. Let's build this. Okay, that's good. Let's go back to our UI and start building it. I'm going to start with data contexts. So I'm going to need window data context to bind to our class we just created. It's going to be on local, and IntelliSense is really helpful. Pulls right up. Data context is all set. Next, I'm going to have a simple style to set the font size of our formats. So this is going to be as a window resource, and the style will have a target type of text block. And I'm going to use one setter. It's going to be a property of font size. I'm going to set the value to 26. So anytime we create a new text block, the font size automatically will be 26. We don't have to say it every time. Next, I'm going to divide this window into two columns. So create that column definitions, and first column, second column, column definitions too. It's all set. We split it into two pieces. Next, I'm gonna need a stack panel, one for the first column, and then the next one is for the second column. This first one I don't have to set the grid columns or rows because it's in the first one. Second one I'm gonna need to say grid.columns one. I don't have to set the row because it's only one row. Row 0 is the first one, so you don't have to set if it's the first one. Okay, so going inside in our first text blocks, let's add a new text stack panel. Let's add a new text block, and let's set the text to binding to our property we just created here in our class. So that's our property we are using to bind. This is going to be plain, no formatting. So let's close this out. As you can see, the date time is giving us the current date and time in full format. Well, it's no formatting. It's full date and time. Okay, next let's take a look at our formats. So it's going to be a short date. Let's create another text block and let's bind the texts back to our DT. Let's close this out. Okay. Now let's format this. So we are going to say comma after the property name, and we're going to need string formatting. Alright, after string formatting, we need two curly braces. It's the first two sets of curly braces. The first one is blank. The second one, we're going to say 0. We're going to say M for month. As you can see, it changes in real time, which is really helpful. Okay. M basically represent the month, and typically it's the single digit version. 2 is for February, right? And D is for short day. It doesn't include the, if it was say 05 today, it wouldn't include the leading 0. It's without the 0. So it's single digit. M for month, D for day. And year, if you want 2 digits, we'll go with 2Y for 20. If you want to go with the whole year, 2020, it's 4 digits. So that's represented by 4 Ys. Okay, let's keep it. I think that's our next format would be short format. Yes. So let's keep that way. So add another text block here, and bind again to DT, and go with string formatting. Let's format the next date and time, and this is going to be slightly longer. This is going to have a 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and 4-digit year. Let's open, close one curly braces, and the second one, and inside the second one we'll say 0, let's say month, day, 2-digit day, and 4-digit year. And close this out. Alright, next one. This one we are using dash instead of slashes. So text block, text, bind, DT, as format, and 0. We're gonna go dash DD dash YYY. Okay, that takes care of the next format. Let's move on to the next format. Text block, text, binding, DT. Let's take a look at our next format, and that's going to be, so this one is day first, then month, and then year. Okay, so logic is pretty much the same. So we need our string format property, open close curly braces, open close curly braces. Inside second curly braces we're going to need 0, then day, month, year. Okay, that one takes care of the this format. Let's move on to the next one. Actually, I should maybe just, instead of typing every time, maybe just copy from this one here. Because basically we're using the same one. On top of it, we're just formatting. Okay, we'll right type that. So, string format again. Curly braces, open close curly braces. Let's see what's our next format is. This one instead of, no actually, it's this one, no. We're using dots. I guess in some countries they use dots instead of slashes or dashes. So let's do it. Once you get the logic, it's not that hard. So it's going to be day, month, year. It's nice, you just can type in line, which makes life a lot easier. All right, next one is going to be a full month name. All right, that's an interesting one. So let's copy and paste first original date, and let's format this. So string.format, open close curly braces, open close curly braces, 0, column. So to pull the full month name, we need 4 M's. Okay, as you can see, it changes in real time, which is excellent. Then day and year. So DD, YYY. And we can leave spaces in here. It's perfectly normal. And that's our full month name. All good. Okay, we could also do partial month name, which is what? Let's copy and paste our original one and format this. String format, string format. And this is going to be 3 M's. Instead of 4 M's, we use 3 M's. So I'll say February, in short FEB, day and year. You can say 20, February 15, 20. That's perfectly normal. All right. Let's take a look at our next one. The next one is with day. Okay, full day, short month, and day, year. Okay, actually, let's just edit this one here because we know how to do the month. So what I'm going to do is just add the day before the month. So to get to the full day name, we need 4 D's. All right. So D, 3 M's, 2 D's, 2 Y's, Saturday, February 15, 20. Okay. All right, this one is international format. So for that, let's copy and paste. We could also do, if we use 3 Ds, we get this as first 3 letters of the day. Just a quick tidbit. Let's get to the international one. String format. this one is going to be year, month, day with dashes, then T, time, and time variance. The UTC, that's your UTC, Universal Time Zone, coordinates, something like that. Okay, so let's do that. So back to 0, you're going to need the full year, then we need the month, which is MM, then we need the day, TD, and then letter T. Just type that in, or I've seen sometimes where it pulls different value, we can just use single quotation mark, I think. Oopsie, just happened. A single quotation, you can use that to be safe. And then time. So time is going to be, I think it's in I think it should be in military time, but not sure. So let's go to HH for hour, then MM for minute, SS for seconds. And then for that -5 UTC, you need a letter Z. That signifies that, UTC. Okay. The next one I'm probably going to do after, let's first do the hours, because, actually let's do this one here. Date. So let's say we want to have a text in front of the format, right? So we're going to say string.format again, braces, open close, braces, open close, 0. And we'll type in what we need to say. In this instance, we're going to say date. Let's go with capitals. And then format, which is MM, was dashes or slashes? Slashes, okay. MM, TD, YYY. Okay, that's another way of doing custom formatting. Let's move on to time. Okay. Create a text block. We're using the same property, DateTime. All we need is DateTime, and then we can format it. String.format. Again, same thing. Open close curly braces with 0 column. Let's see what's our first one is. The first one is just short time with along with AM PM. So short time, it's going to be hour. That's going to be a single digit in case hour is larger than 10. When it goes to 10, before 10 it's going to be like 8, 9. After 10, it's 2 digits. So in other words, it doesn't include the leading 0 when we say when we type it one digit. Right, minute. Okay, here's a point tidbit here. Notice we have capital M in date and lowercase m in time. That's the difference between uppercase and lowercase. If it changes to uppercase m to lowercase m, then it becomes minute. That's why they have these two cases, uppercase and lowercase, to signify the difference between date and time. But not in most cases. That means we have just to separate that, separate between date and time. Sometimes if you use capital, it means something else. All right, let's continue. H, and that's it. Hour, minute, AM, PM. Actually, we need AM, PM. For AM, PM, we are going to need TT. So TT will represent AM, PM. If you remove hour and minute here, you'll see it only get AM. Right now, the time is 10:30 AM, so it's showing the AM. Let's put that back in. That's that. Our next format is going to be 2-digit hour, 2-digit minute, 2-digit seconds, and AM, PM. All right, let's paste our original date and time, and let's format it. I'm going to say 0. So 2 hour, 2-digit hour is H to lowercase h, and column to lowercase m, lowercase m's, and 2 lowercase s's, along with TT. Okay, that's their format. So take a look at our next format, and it's basically the same without the TT, without AM, PM. Let's move on to this one. And this one again, the UTC time. So it has the additional zeros here, and let's do that. The first one didn't have the one we did here, didn't have the additional zeros. Now let's add the zeros too. Trailing zeros, string format, 0, hour, minute, second, TT, then Z, that to signify our UTC time. The next one is going to be GMT time. I think they're basically the same thing, but it's a different format. Well, it looks the same. One is called GMT, I guess Greenwich Mean Time. The other one is Universal Time Coordinates. Oh, I think one tells you how far you're away from it. Well, anyway, let's do it. In case somebody needs it. There it is. So, string that format again. String format, I'm sorry. String format. Okay, 0. Hour, minute, second, TT, and K. K brings in this -5, column 0, that means I am 5 hours west of Greenwich. I believe so, at least. Okay, let's take a look, see what else is left. And we can do the same format here, just like we did with the date. We could go string format, curly brace open close, curly brace open close. Hour, no, actually we type in time, hour, minute, seconds, and AM, PM, TT for AM, PM. Okay. All right. In some instances, we need military time, right? Let's do military time. Military time is based on 24 hours, sir. 24 hours cycle. And let me increase this, let me move this around. And resize this window, just too small here. And close this for a second. Okay. All right. So, need that comma back here. String that format. Open, close curly braces. Open, close curly braces. 0. To do military time, we need uppercase H. So, again, the idea is same. If you use 1H, it's single digit up to 10. After that, it goes to 2 digits. But again, it doesn't include the leading 0 when you use single H. Minutes, seconds. Why it's not showing here? Let me build this. Maybe we went too far ahead of ourselves. Let's run. Okay. No, those are not showing up. I wonder why. Okay, let's remove this one now. And did I miss something? Where did this come from? Ah, the wrong one. Jesus, that's our reference. Okay. Yeah, that's what happens when you have two projects in the same solutions. Sometimes you get confused. Okay, I think alright, we're going to do the military time, right? First, yes, string format, open close curly braces, open close curly braces, 0 HH, uppercase H mean, seconds. So that's 10, 41, 29. If this was like 10 p.m., it would be, instead of 10 p.m., it would be 22, 41, 29. Okay. You can still use the time zone thing, GMT thing, if you need to. But that's how you do military time. You can type in military. Yeah. Can we do on the front? Let me see if I can try something. Yeah. Military. For military, I guess. That works. So that's that. See what else is left. Oh, this formatting here, right? Yes, I think we already done that. No. Let's do it real quick. Doesn't hurt. String format. 0 time is hour, minute, oh, columns, not slashes. In seconds and TT. Or we can use just T if you're short on space. You can just use T. That will just show the first digit or first letter of the AM PM. If it's AM, it's just going to be A. It's PM, it's going to be P. All right, that's a nice tidbit over there. Basically, this is it. In the next video, I'll probably go into the code behind and do that from code behind without the binding. All right. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Have a good day.